Hello students, now in this video we will discuss about the Joule's law or heating effect of current and its cause. First point, that is heating effect of current, or simply we can say that this is Joule's law. When the current is flowing through a resistor, this is the resistor, or we can say that this is the resistor. This is the resistor. If the current is flowing through the resistor, this resistor gets heated, and this effect is known as the heating effect of current. What is the cause of heating? Cause of heating effect of current. We already discussed that when we apply a potential difference across the resistors, the electron moves inside the conductor in random direction, and that moving electron collide with the other electron and also collide with the lattice of the resistor. Means when we apply a potential difference, then the electrons inside the conductor will accelerate with E upon m. Means the acceleration, the electrons will have some acceleration, and when they collide with the lattice, the accelerated electron, that means the electron will have some energy, some kinetic energy, and whenever the electron collide with the lattice, the kinetic energy is transferred to the lattice, and that's why the resistors gets heated. That was the cause of the heating effect of current. Next point, heat produced in the resistor. How much heat is produced when the current is flowing through a resistor? We all know that V is equals to, means potential difference is equals to work done upon charge. Work done per unit charge is called potential. We all know that this point. W is equals to V into Q. W, there is a work done, and that work done is converted into heat, and this is potential, and in place of I we can write Q by T, or we can say that in place of Q we can write I into T. That means heat produced in the resistors will be equals to VIT, or in other word we can write V in place of V you can write IR into IT, I square RT. In place of I you can write V by R. In place of I we can write V by R. V square. Heat will be equals to V square by R into T. These are the three formula. H is equals to VIT, H is equals to I square RT, H is equals to V square upon RT. These are the three formula for the heat produced in the resistors. And we know that unit of heat is joule. Simply you can write the unit of heat is joule. Next point is electric power. We all know that from 11th class that power is what? Power is work done per unit time, or we can say that work done per second, W upon T. We know that W is H. In the case of resistance, we know that P will be equals to H by T. On dividing these equation by time, H upon T, V into I, means power will be equals to VI. In this case, power will be equals to H upon T is equals to I square R. In place of this we can write P is equals to H by T, or V square by R. One formula, two formula, and three formula. Only remember one formula for heat and for power, and you can replace by putting these equation V is equals to IR. We can convert these equation into these two equation and this equation in these two equations. Only remember this formula for heat and this formula for power. If you got heat, then divide by T will get power. Next point is maximum power theorem. This is not in syllabus, but you can do maximum power theorem. What do you mean by maximum power theorem? Maximum power theorem means when we connect a resistor, across, this is the resistor, across a cell, this is the external resistance, this is the E and having resistance, internal resistance R. This battery have internal resistance R and EMF E, and this resistance have external resistance have resistance R, and potential difference between these 2 points across the resistors is, let us suppose, V. Then current in this circuit, we know that I is equals to total EMF upon total resistance. These two resistance means external resistance and internal resistance are in series, then the equivalent resistance will be equals to R plus R. I is equals to V by R. In place of V we have taken E, and in place of equivalent resistance we have taken R plus R, means external resistance plus internal resistance. This is the current drawn from the cell, means current in the circuit. Next, we are going to calculate maximum power. First, talk about power. Power in the resistor. Power will be equals to what? I square R. Power is equals to I square R. In place of I, you can write E upon R plus R times R whole square. E square R E square upon R plus R whole square. You can write E square upon R minus R whole square plus 4 times RR. We all know that R square plus R square, A square means R square plus R square. If you obtain this square, R square plus R square plus 2RR. In this you will get R square plus R square plus minus 2RR plus 4RR. In place of this is minus 2RR, this is plus 4RR, and solving these two we will get what? Plus 2RR, and this is equals to what? R plus R whole square. Then in place of R plus whole square you can write R minus R whole square plus 4RR. Okay, means the formula is this: power is equals to R E square upon R minus R whole square plus R into R, 4RR. R is positive potential. If potential is negative, then on squaring this will be positive. 4 is positive, R is positive, this R is also positive, means these quantities are positive and this also quantities are positive. And let us talk about this point, means R minus R whole square. If we see that the square of anything will be always positive. If there is 0, this is 0. If this is -1, this is +1. If this is -5, this is +25. If this is +1, this is 1. If this is +5, this is +25. Means in all the cases except this is 0, this is a positive value, means greater than 0. Means if we place 0 inside the square, this value will be minimum, and if we go in positive direction, positive number, or in negative number, the square of that all the numbers will be greater than 0. That means we can say that the minimum value of the square will be at 0 if the inside this is 0. Means r minus r must be 0 for minimum. If the denominator is minimum, the whole thing will be maximum, then power will be maximum. This is minimum, denominator is minimum, all the quantity will be maximum, then power will be maximum. We can say that r minus r is 0. When r minus r is 0, then power will be maximum. Or r minus r, we can write r is equals to r. Means when external resistance is equals to internal resistance, then power will be maximum, and maximum power will be equals to what? Maximum power will be equals to power maximum will be equals to r e square upon r plus, in place of r you can write r whole square. Finally you can write r e square upon 4r square. Simply you can write 2 to 4r square, and r cancel, e square upon 4r. Power maximum is equals to e square upon 4r. Maximum power will be drawn from the cell when the internal resistance of the battery and the external resistance is same. This is the simple method to calculate the maximum power from the cell. This is the simple method. If you go through the calculus method, then how you will calculate? Okay. Formula of power is r e square r upon r plus r whole square. This is the formula for power, and we need to maximize by second method, or we can say that by calculus method. We can also write P is equals to E square R upon E square R plus R whole square minus power 2. E square R into R plus R to the power minus 2. Okay. By calculus method, we know that dP upon dr, because we need to find out the external resistance. That means external resistance, we increase, we decrease the external resistance. That means external resistance is a variable. Then we need to differentiate that power with respect to capital R. Okay. How we will calculate? E square is common. E square is constant. This is the 2 function. if you know the differentiation of two functions, when the two functions are in multiplication, then differentiate first function. Differentiation of r with respect to r will be 1, and second function you need to take as it is, then plus differentiation of first function, second function as it is, plus differentiation first function as it is and differentiation of second function, that will be minus 2 r plus r to the power minus 2 plus minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. First function as it is, second function differentiation of that function is minus 2 power n x to the power n minus 1, n minus 2 and same thing x in place of x, this is r plus r to the power minus 2 minus 1, n times x to the power n minus 1, minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. E square, this is r plus r minus 2, you can take common, r plus r to the power minus 2 you can take common, and there will be equals to 1 plus 1 minus 2r r plus 1 to the power minus 1, and we need to take that is equals to 0. This is all positive, you can divide this and you can replace 1 is equals to 2r r plus 1 to the power minus 1. You can write 2r upon r plus r, you can multiply r plus r is equals to 2r, r plus r equals to 2r, and transfer it to that side, you will get r is equals to r. Maximum power will be produced when internal resistance and external resistance both are same, both are equal, then maximum power will be equals to E square r upon 2r, r plus r in place of a small r we can write 2r whole square, E square r upon 4r square, E square upon 2r. This is the for maximum power. This is the second method. If you know the calculation or differentiation of the two functions, when the two functions are in multiplication, then you can go very easily. If you don't know the differentiation, how to differentiate, then you need to learn first how to differentiate. Okay, thank you for watching this video.